It's a drone. Yeah, I know my channel is full of professional drones. What the heck is this toy drone doing here? Well, RC Moments contacted me and said, you know what? We have some really cool drones. Would you like to try them out on your YouTube channel? So what the heck? This looks fun. I've been using professional drones for a long time for the hobby. And I thought, why not try one of these little toy drones? Because this is pretty interesting looking. So here's the box. It's called the Alpha Transforming Egg Drone. Here's what the box says are the features of this drone. Headless mode, auto hover, Wi-Fi controlled, HD camera, 1 key takeoff, folding body, and you get a controller that's a 2.4 gigahertz, and auto 1 key transformation. And on the back, there's your controller with all the features that it has. All right, looking inside the box, we have some foam. There's our little egg, which we'll take a look at in a second. I have no idea. This is the strangest thing. There's the power button. It's got a little piece of rubber holding it all together. We'll check that out. And let's see, we have some foam. Look in the box. More foam. Instructions, which I'll have to read. And way at the bottom is our little 2.4 gigahertz controller, I think. Oh, look, there's more stuff here. So you got this pretty controller. So I guess you'd hold it this way, it looks like. Joysticks are actually pretty good. They bounce back. They're not flimsy or anything. And you got some buttons on the side here. Got these buttons. I'm not sure what they are, but the box will tell me. And yeah, it looks like you have to put a battery in it to power it. It's not charged up. This, I would assume, you don't put a battery because a battery would weigh a lot, so you must have to charge this. We'll check that out. And what else do you get? Well, there you go. I guess that explains my question right there. There's the charging plug. And it's got a little connector, a tiny one, which would connect right here on the egg. One last thing, I almost tossed this out with the garbage. These are little props. You get 4 extra props. All right, so I'm gonna take this little elastic off the drone. There it is, this little rubber thing. It's a rubber band. Don't need that. Now it shows on the box, that's the power button. I doubt if there's any power, but it says just push the, oh my God, push the top and there you go. So you do get extra props. That is pretty freaking cool. Check that out. It's not much on the inside. So it says if you charge this, it takes about 45 minutes to charge with the USB, and you get 6 minutes of flight time, which is pretty decent for something like that. These are brush motors, they're not brushless. I can see on one side, I don't know if you can see it there, there's a battery, you can sort of see it. And it's really made out of thin plastic to make it light, but I also see LED lights in it, so that's pretty cool. So I bet you this whole thing glows in the dark as you're flying. Let's go charge this up. All right, I'll just take the wall charger from my Samsung cell phone, plug her in, plug it in, take the egg. See, this goes this way. There we go. We're gonna fly it. To power it on, there's a little button on the bottom. It says power. I'm gonna hold that down. It should light up. Cool colors. So now, if there was a camera in there, it would be this little circle. So that is the front. And like most drones, you want to know which is forward, which is backward, left to right. So if I have that facing away from me, and if I have the little spot in the back where I charged it, the hole, that is the rear. So if I want it to fly forward, of course, I'm going to move the joystick forward, backwards, right, left. And if I want to go up or down, or I want to change the orientation, you can play with this joystick. All right, to bind it really quick, just press the button, push this either direction. There we go, we're bound. Press this button here to take off, to start the motors. Here we go. She's gonna start. And watch your fingers, don't put your fingers around this little baby. Here we go, let's take off. I don't have a lot of room in here. I'm looking around this room that I'm right now, but it's pretty good. And I'm also flying indoors because it's kind of windy outside and the wind would take this thing flying. And indoors you can see the lights, it looks pretty cool. So let's lift her off. There we go. So here, I'll show you my controls. There's up, down, left, right, away from me. Always try to keep that the back orientated. You know what? Should probably put a sticker on this thing to show what is rear and what is forward. It's really easy to fly. Like if you're used to flying drones, hobby drones that we're all used to flying, the Typhoon H, the Phantoms, the Spark, the Mavic, all those things. Same idea with the controllers. Look, I'm walking right here around it. It's hovering nice, and you can do silly little things. As you can see, it's designed for the fun factor, and if you had a teenager, they would have a lot of fun with this thing. Now, if you're into drones or just getting into them, this would be a good one to try to start, because you can fly it inside the house like I'm doing. When you get outdoors, you can switch the modes. Right now I'm in the speed modes. I'm in the beginner speed mode, which is, I push these little joysticks, and it's a slow reaction. It moves slow in either direction so that I don't smash into things. When you get outside, you can change it into the next level and the advanced level for a little bit more flying. And it does flips and a few other things. I'm hoping to get outside when the wind stops to try that. Now, to land it, let's just do a quick landing here. Let's bring it close to the other camera I have. Got a better camera over there. Let's see. There, so it's nice and close to that camera. Now to land this thing, I'm going to land it down on the ground here. Bring it close to the ground when you're ready to land. Don't do that. Well, that was the worst way to land it. But the normal way to land it is you press this button when you're close to the ground and it would land. All right, it's evening. There's no wind, so great time to give this a try. I'm going to try a few things. I'm going to fly it, and apparently if you press this button here, it will return to home. It will come back to you. So I'll give that a try first. Here we go. Here go my little egg. All right, I'm gonna hit this home button. Here we go, see what comes back to me. Oh, cool. Gotta stop it so it doesn't go past me. And now, let's just try this little thing. This is a flip button. If I hold this down and push this, it should flip. Or crash into the wall. Let's go over here. Whoa! There we go, did a flip. I'll hold this down again so you can see it. We'll get close. Sweet! Alright, so I'm in mode 1 or speed 1. I'm going to just change the speed 2. There's speed 2. A little faster. And now I'll change to speed 3. Get 3 beeps. Well, that's pretty sweet. Go back to speed 1. Just so you can see it better in the dark, I'll follow it around here. So we go along, just wander around, bring it back, go up, come down, bring it back. It's in the trees now. So the fun factor on this is pretty decent. Now there is a headless mode on this too, where you just move this stick forward and backwards, and no matter what direction it is, the drone will always go forwards or backwards. I don't have it in that mode, I have it in normal drone mode, that you would normally fly a drone, just because I'm so used to flying drones. That sort of thing. Alright, so let's bring this baby down for a nice landing. There we go. Push the button and we land. And here it is. So that's pretty much the end of this review. I've got to use the light from this little egg to light me up here so you can see me while I finish this off, because it is evening and it is nighttime out here. Great drone for, you know, going camping, having a lot of fun. It doesn't make a lot of noise, so it wouldn't upset anybody. It's beautiful for nights like this. If you have birthdays, Christmas coming up, this is a great thing. I think it only costs like $20, $30. It's not very expensive. I've got the links below. You can check it out, and you've seen me use it here. It's so simple to use. I took it out of the box, charged it. That's pretty much it. This little controller makes it pretty simple. You can get a version that has an HD camera in it, so you can take footage as well. I don't have that one, so I can't review that. But for this one, this is well worth the price of admission here. Need more light. I'm gonna look like the scary guy here. So anyways, it's so, I bet you anything, I could hold this in my hand and I could take off from my hand. Let's just try this here. I'm gonna spin it around so I have the back, and I'll end my review as I take off. So let's see. All right guys, thanks for watching. See you later, Egg Drone.